Welcome back. Okay, you guys can talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about the Super Eagles jersey? Yes, that's going to be a focus this morning. Everyone is saying it's beautiful. Someone's saying they don't like it, they prefer the old one. Someone's saying, okay, it reminds us of like a while ago that we used something similar to that in the years past. What do you think about it? Is it really cool? Is that what you really want the Super Eagles to do? But it's been launched anyway, but we just want to get your views about this. Talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about this beautiful jersey?
Beautiful in quotes.
No, beautiful jersey in quotes. Okay.
I mean, I like the one on the left. I like the all green.
All green, okay.
Yeah, I'm not so sure
That's
about...
the home, the other one is away?
Not so sure about that one.
Okay.
To be honest, I like the all green. The one Mikel is putting on, the sport one.
The sport one.
Yeah, I'll get that one later on.
All right, we'll get back to that on the show. But this time around, we're going to be going to Port Harcourt, talking about the African Wrestling Championships, yes, where you have Team Nigeria already, you know, churning out gold medals. Yeah,
before we get to the... I know you're very excited to talk about the fact that, okay, Nigerians are on the medals board already. Let's talk about a very important matter, the FIBA FIBA visit to Nigeria and the expected resolution to the NBBF leadership crisis on pass, however you want to put it. And they've come, they've gone, and there's no solution in sight at the minute.
There is March 10th when the World Body Congress. Yes, that's when they will come up with their own decision. Right now, what they came here to do was to see all the parties involved, from the ministry straight to Tijani Umar, then Musa Kida, and of course to NOC. So they've done all that. Fact-finding mission. That's the reason they came. Investigation and all that, to take views from different parties involved. And their conclusion, they will have to submit to the body that sent them. So at the World Congress in March, that's when they will take that decision to okay, who rules Nigerian basketball. But right now, we know Musa Kida are in charge because they are the ones they're communicating with. So after now, we're going to see what's going to happen. But then they couldn't talk to the media because they know that they haven't reached a conclusion yet. Really no preempting or anything. So we had to talk with the NOC Secretary General, who gave us a lowdown of some of the things that transpired during the meetings.
The people that came for investigation or just to a fact-finding mission close up their trip to Nigeria with a meeting with us in the NOC today, some few hours ago. They met with the other parties, the government, I mean the Honourable Minister, the Tijani, and then of course Musa Kida. So the last bus stop is the NOC. So we just had a very nice discussion with them, laying out the bare facts. As an NOC and as a responsible organization in charge of sports, like they said, we are the father and the mother of all the federations. We have to say it without any fear or favor, dispassionately laid out exactly what really went down, which everybody who is honest in the country will know how it went from beginning to end. And so they were impressed about the way we went about, talking about the issue of democratization. And they also said Nigeria is a country which they love. They really love when it comes to the issue of basketball, because our basketball now is on the rise. So, and that they're seeing us being the leader in Africa, and they wish to give us more support. Their main concern is this kind of internal crisis, which should not be, because it does nobody no good. So if we can resolve the issue, because they and ourselves were members of the IOC, we were part of the IOC, so we need to really look at it critically, and as brothers, resolve this issue amicably. Of course, decisions might not favor everyone, but a decision has to be taken. So we gave them all that we had, openly, without any bias. All those facts were cross-checked. They balanced against what they had from other places. And of course, there was really not much of a difference. It depends on who is reporting what. And said, okay, that's fine. So we finished the report, and they've now gone. By March 10, they're going to come up with a decision after their board meeting.
Okay, that's the NOC Secretary General Tunde Popola, just giving us a lowdown of what went down with the FIBA delegation that came to Nigeria. They were here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and of course, on the fact-finding mission. And after that, they've gone, and we'll wait March 10th. That's when we will know what the outcome of this meeting that they came here
surely
for.
There has to be a verdict. Definitely. That's the essence. We need to know where basketball is going. I mean, for the remainder of the year. A lot of competitions to play.
Of course, a lot. This is a very busy year.
Right.
We know that. The league hasn't started yet. There's the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
There's the World Championship for the women.
Ladies.
And, of course, for the men, there's the qualifiers. It's starting
February.
I mean, less than 28th or 23rd.
Exactly.
Like 2 weeks from now.
Not too far
away from now. So, and we know the players have been in camp for a while and they're preparing, and we know some foreign-based players obviously will be joining them. So we just wait. This one is late to rest. But I love the fact that it's not really affecting so much. But we're just waiting to see when the league will start. Okay,
let's move on now. No, you want to talk about this
the wrestling, yes. You know, when you see gold medals, you like, it's just eager. You just want to talk about it and see how these athletes, wrestlers are really performing. You talked about the fact that when Danny Gali came here, he says, look, we're hosting to win. And this is where you have it from the cadets, the all gold medalist style.
After one day, after just one day, we have Peter Ukoro with gold in the Greco-Roman category, 55 kg. So congratulations to him. But the ladies, like they've done for as far back as I can remember, always taking the lead. All the gold medals coming from there. Okay, 90% of the gold medals coming from the ladies. We have Christiana Ogusoya.
99%.
Yeah, 90, right, okay. Christiana Ogusoya, 44 kg gold. You have Mercy Adekuroye. That name sounds familiar. That's because she's the younger sister of Odwaya Adekuroye. She's one to watch out for as well. It's a great potential. We'll see if she can, match up to the levels, already laid down by our elder sibling. You also have Sumisola Balogun, as in 65 kg. Esther Kolawole, and 61 kg. Cecilia James, 69 kg, and Yetunde Oluwatoyin in the 40 kg. So all these gold medals already on board for Team Nigeria at the African Wrestling Championships in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Congratulations. Yep. Hopefully more will come in before the day is over.
Of course, that's how it's going to be. Continues every day, and we'll see how far Team Nigeria will go in this one. We know the Commonwealth Games is around the corner, and some of the athletes will be picked from here. So once you're good and you're good enough, you go, just take this gold medal straight into the Commonwealth Games in April.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Right.
Okay, let's go on with the show, Cecilia. Let's talk about the Lagos City Marathon.
Yes, it's on Saturday, and we know it's going to be tighter this time around because the organizers are saying the race will start at 6:30. Nothing's going to stop. It's 6:30, so we know movement restriction. Obviously, it's going to be there, so no cars will be allowed. Remember the last time, some things actually happened that they were not really happy with.
Incidents that are avoidable.
Incidents that are avoidable and others. So because of that, there's going to be total restriction of movement in this one. And for the fact that for the first time, it's the third year running, so some of the athletes will have a chance to actually see Lagos after the race the next day. I mean, just go through,
they're not just coming and going and taking the money and going.
And go. Okay. Just tour Lagos and see the potential in tourism, what Nigeria has to offer, especially right here in Lagos. But the plans, are enormous, and they really want, everyone to come out and, cheer them to victory, support them, make sure you're not, when you're going to cover the event, I mean, to journalists now, I mean, just your cars somewhere and see how you can be able to go ahead. But then there's going to be, of course, a special pass for those ones covering. But outside that, restriction of movement is going to be total this time around until the race is over, because they just want to make sure that there is no casualties at all in this one. Well, let's listen to Yusuf Ali, tournament director, talking about, the plans for this year and some of the routes that the marathon, some of the routes.
Yeah, that we're going through, the marathon routes.
Vehicles along the routes. Last year, there was a very bad incident where a military vehicle was trying to turn in front of athletes falling down. The guy that came, the guy that won the race was like probably Texas third place at 41 kilometers. That means the guy almost won. But the guy turned on his front, he fell. The guy that was third came to win the race. And that also cost us time. We ran in 2 hours 14, 2 hours 15. We are planning to run under 210 this year. We're planning to run under 210. The guy that ran in 215, 214 here went abroad and ran 207. And you must help us. Our plan is for us to have 3 minutes per kilometer or 5 minutes per mile. That's what we want to run. If you run 3 minutes per kilometer, we are under 210. And if you can achieve that, it will be good. In doing that, we're going to have 3 pacers. There will be 3 pacers on the route. There will be the lead runners. One will take us to 25 kilometers. One will take us to 30. And the last one will take us to the depth point marathon, which is 32.5 kilometers. Because once you get to 32.5 kilometers, you will finish the race. By 6:30, we'll start. 6:30. The reason is we want a faster time. By that time, it's not, the weather won't be too hot. By the time they get to halfway point, an hour, we're targeting an hour 5, an hour 6. That will take us 2:09, 2:08. So the weather should be cool. We go through the Ikorodu Road. We turn at Batola, going towards Charlie Boy. Right turn. That is the first right turn. We go all the way to the bottom of Oroshoki. That will be kilometer 10. At kilometer 10, we're going to have the first mobile toilet. You climb Top Mainland Bridge. That will take us 12.13 kilometers. All the way down, turn Asura, going towards Ikoyi, through Osborne. After Osborne, before Sura, the halfway point is at Ilubiri, 21.095. There will also be a gantry at that point for us to know that we are at halfway point.
Right. That's just probably there, giving us hints on what
more
things
details,
to expect,
yeah.
more details of it. But then if you check this Lagos City Marathon, it's going to serve as qualifiers, for Nigerian athletes that will be competing at the Commonwealth Games. So if they have good running and good timing, of course, they get to be at the Commonwealth Games. And not only that, they're going to be having 2 races. It's a 42 kilometers race, but because of you having some people actually joining halfway and all that. Right. So there's going to be, they're going to separate from the elite athletes, right. Those who are really, okay, the real marathon runners, and those who are running for fun. That's what the one they're calling the family fun race. Right. So that one obviously is going to be different. So the 10 kilometers and all that. So if you can do 42, so you can do 10 kilometers.
Close to the finish line. You just come out and join, right? Seriously?
So that's the family fun race. Obviously, it's just for fun. That's what that one is all about. And one good thing I love about it is the fact that they're going to be having 30 ambulances. So those 30 is going to be roaming 5 kilometers back and forth. So if there's anyone that can't finish you, it's okay, yeah, that's the end. Get in
if there's anyone in trouble,
and all that.
Ambulances should be like, readily available.
Of course.
Yeah,
so that's what they're having, 30 every 5 kilometers.
Right.
Water breaks, of course, after every point. And so many, so many. We're going to break now. We'll come back. We'll get to listen to Kweku Tendo, also talking about the marathon, what Lagos is benefiting, and what Lagosians, the athletes, also stand to benefit from it.